What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and it looks like I gotta make this video again. I don't understand why I have to keep making this video because it just seems so obvious to me that Johnny is still top one. And I don't understand why most people in the community keep trying to convince y'all that this is not a top one character or the best character in the game. But remember, or whether they were trying to downplay Johnny before, I was the only content creator, the only player that did not waver. I kept this character at top one. And look, he won Evo, Final Kombat, and Combo Breaker. Three of the biggest tournaments for Mortal Kombat. Evo, it was a Johnny mirror. Final Kombat, Johnny mirror. Combo Breaker, another big tournament for Mortal Kombat. Johnny won that. Johnny won all the three major Mortal Kombat tournaments. What on earth is possessing people to not think this character is top one? It's really ridiculous at this point that people are that blind to this character. And on top of him winning Evo, let's get a couple things out of the way. People have tried to convince y'all that Johnny is not top one over so many characters, and they've been wrong every time. They tried to convince y'all Kenshi was better than Johnny. Wrong. They tried to convince y'all Sindel was better than Johnny. Wrong. They tried to convince y'all that Tanya was better than Johnny. Wrong. How many more times do people need to be wrong for everyone to wake up? The only character in this game that has been potentially better than Johnny at a point where you can argue it is Raiden. Raiden, day one, Raiden Cyrax, that crap was broken. That's the only team, the only character that you can debate that has been better than Johnny. Ever since that quickly got nerfed, Johnny has been the undisputed world champion of this game. And he has easily been the best. And no matter how many times people keep trying to convince y'all that he isn't top one, he keeps proving y'all wrong every single time. And then the community just like, no, this character top one. No, this character top one. It's Johnny. He won Evo in his nerf state. He got freshly nerfed and still won Evo. The character's kit is just too good. And I'm not complaining about that because I'm tired of this nerf everything mentality. Johnny at top one, I'm fine with that. Somebody got to be top one. I'm used to him at this point. And again, people might want to argue, well, it was just Sonic then. Sonic carried the character. Okay, if you want to say that, Sonic lost to Nickopz at Combo Breaker. And you want to know what he did? He picked up Johnny himself. Another argument you want to make, if you want to say that, if you want to say Sonic was just carrying the character, which is wrong, even though Sonic is amazing, you could be almost any idiot and do well with Johnny. I'm just keeping it blunt. Anybody can pick up Johnny. Just so happens when you are actually a high level player, such as Sonic, Nickopz, Ninja Killer, all that, picking up Johnny is going to be nothing to you. And Sonic also used a bunch of Homelander at Evo. So if people want to make that same argument, yeah, Sonic used Homelander at Evo. Yeah, he used Homelander at Evo. Who did Sonic switch to when he had to fight somebody his skill level? Johnny. Johnny. Johnny's the answer. Johnny is ridiculous. And why don't y'all get it? It's so obvious. Like, the character doesn't have a flaw. Why do I have to keep making this video? He is undisputed top one. And now the new character that they're trying to convince y'all that is better than Johnny is Homelander. Again, the same argument I made. If you want to say, oh, it's Homelander now and everything, then why didn't we see a Homelander mirror at Evo? Why did the premier Homelander player, Sonic, who played Homelander in a better state than he is right now, why didn't he keep using Homelander against Nickopz? Why, when he fought somebody his skill level, he switched to Johnny? Answer me that then. Come on, y'all. Like, the answers are here. People are just being oblivious to it, and it's honestly very annoying. Because what more does a character have to do? What more? He has won the most offline tournaments. He's the most winningest tournament character in this game. Easily. One of the most popular characters in this game. Like, has seen the most nerfs, and he's still up there. What more does a character need to do? Like, seriously, y'all. Y'all really need to open your eyes, because I don't understand why I have to keep making this video. And then people gonna of course come at me, no, Johnny's not it. Oh, it's Homelander. Oh, it could be Tanya. Okay, all right. I guess Johnny gotta win, you know, what, 5 more tournaments for y'all to see it? Is that what it's gonna take at this point? Because it's really ridiculous. Every meta, he survived. Every meta, he's meta with every team. When we had the Lau meta, he was meta with Lau. When we had the Striker meta, he was meta with Striker. When we had the Cyrax meta, he was meta with Cyrax. When we had the Chameleon meta, he's meta with Chameleon. And now we have the Pharah meta, and he's meta with Pharah. What more do y'all need to see? Seriously, what more? What more does this character need to do? The toolkit is crazy. Crazy. What more? What more does this character need to do? Does he need to freaking float into y'all's home and make you win all your matches in Kombat League or something? What more does the character need to do for y'all to see that this character is the undisputed world champion of Mortal Kombat? Seriously, answer me in the comments. What more does he need to do? What more? What more? Like, he has done everything. And some reason this ditzy community just keeps trying to shove him out of top 5. Now, let me get to the part of the video where I calm down and talk about what actually makes Johnny so good. Because I've done this plenty of times, but I guess I got to do it again. Johnny is the perfect definition of a character with no flaw, no catch at all. If you want to play Johnny, you can play Johnny. There's no catch to it like other top tier characters. There might be an if or and, but there's none of that when it comes to Johnny. And I know what some people are going to say. Oh, he don't got a projectile. Shut the heck up. That does not matter. Not having a projectile is not a flaw when you have every tool to get around it. Johnny has the best movement in the game. He has the shadow kick. He does not care about your projectile at all. So stop trying to use that as an OS. On top of the fact, again, this is an assist fighter. He can easily put things on that stop him from dealing with projectiles. Hey, even if you want to argue his best assist is still Chameleon, Chameleon has a projectile, an immunity to projectiles. Like, let's just stop. We're not doing this. And Katana just flying in. On top of the fact that his kit completely, you know, shines without having to worry about not having a projectile. So please stop using that OS. He does not need a projectile, and he gets around them, and this is an assist fighter. So, again, talking about his strengths, Johnny does so many things the best in the game. That's why he is the best in the game. He has one of the best jump ins, if not the best jump in. Like, that jump in is clipping you. You have to up block that. You're not anti-airing that with 90% of the cats without up blocking. On top of that, he has some mind-numbing plus frames. You know, so many strings he could do and just be plus in your face. Now, they did nerf them, but he still has them. He has this. He has that. It's +3. I think standing crap. Standing force +5. He has this string right here +7. Gosh, I forgot how plus these were. Like, I knew they were plus, but dang, so many just plus frames he could just shove in your face on so many different moves. Now, keep in mind, while this character is shoving all these plus frames in your face, he also has a 9-frame mid, the fastest mid attack in the game, with easy confirmed follow-ups and easy damage for a ball. So again, let's recap so far. Best jump in, some of the best movement. I'll never forget one of my friends being new to the game, seeing Johnny, and he was like, his movement looks like a cheat code. Like, he actually said that. And, you know, he's obviously a more casual player. He's newer to the game, but he was like, Johnny's movement looks like a cheat code. And it does. This movement is ridiculous. So, best jump in, best movement, best pressure, because he also has this right here, this string that leads into so much of his pressure, because this string is -1. So what a lot of Johnnies will do, because there's a low an overhead follow-up, which you can fuzzy block it, which means block low, then block overhead. They'll just do this and then grab you while you're trying to fuzzy. And then even you have the overhead after this too. So now with assist with mix-ups, you can go in with the whole pressure string and then have more mix-ups on top of that after doing that, after hitting them with the low. And he's just flooded so many layers to his kit. And again, recapping, best jump in, best movement, best pressure mid. And one of the most dumb things that people do not talk about a lot with him is his nut punch. His nut punch gives to him the ability to safe jump off of almost anything. So if he opens you up, oh, here, do my Derp Johnny combo. Now you have to guess a safe jump after he hits you with the nut punch. He can always end his combo with this, and when he does, you have to guess because it's a safe jump, which means if you try to armor, he's gonna break it. If you try to, you know, press, you're gonna get hit. Safe jumps are guaranteed pressure. The only person that can really get out of it is him, because that segues to another thing. He has the best defensive options in the game. The man has an invincible wake up for 2 bars. It's 2 bars, but he still has it. He has a armored wake up that goes 90% of the screen. 90%. Yes, it's a hot, but guess what? Still has it. He also has a parry. So while being a character that has the best pressure, the best jump in, the best movement, he also has the best defensive options in the game, because he has multiple defensive options that you have to look out for. Now, why does a character with all of these offensive options need all of these defensive options? Why does he have 3 different defensive options that you have to look out for? And yes, they're all counterable, but why do you have to look out for them in the first place? You would think a character with this mind-numbing, brain-dead pressure would actually not have that many defensive options. But nope, not Mr. Johnny Cage. He has to have everything while having a whole community downplaying. And again, I'm not mad at Johnny being top 1. I'm going to say this again. Somebody got to be top 1, and I'm tired of this nerf everything mentality. But what we're not going to do is sit up here and act like this character isn't top 1, or at least debatable top 1 or 2. We're not going to do that. Like, enough is enough. How many more times do the community need to be proven wrong? Again, not mad about Johnny at all. Making that very clear. I'm tired of this community being stupid when it comes to this character. Just flat out stupid. Now, for the final 2 things to talk about with this character, going back to this move. This move also gives him a safe jump. Now notice with everything I've been saying about Johnny, you know, best defense, best offense, best movement, best jumping, best pressure mid. One thing that I can say he's not the best at is vortexing, which he's still somebody you can debate is the best at it, but I feel like there are characters with better vortexes. And what he kind of does is a ghetto vortex. Now, after every hit he gets, he can choose to either push you to the corner with this, or he can also choose to nut punch you. And with that nut punch, it gives him a safe jump, which means every time he hits you with this, he gets a free jump in. If you try to armor it, as long as you jump in with the button, it will break the armor. If they try to move anything up block, it doesn't matter. They have to hold the pressure. And that's off of any touch ending with a nut punch. Now, there are a few characters that I think can get out of it, but the main one being himself, he can get out of his own mess because he has an invincible wake up. And I think Ashura can get out of it too, but I'm not too sure on that. But the fact of the matter is, like 90% of the cast has to deal with his save jump mess. And again, that's just another tool that he has. He can put you in this broken pressure, and then when he finally opens you up with something,
corner pockets.
You're guessing all over again with the save jump. You're guessing all of these options all over again. So, again, that's my take on Johnny. I feel like, oh wait, the last thing. I forgot. He has the hype stuff. He doesn't even need this. And I used to say a long time ago, the number one way you could tell if a character is dumb, and that still goes with Johnny, is if they have a bunch of tools and then also a lot of stuff they don't even need as well. He genuinely doesn't need this hype meter stuff. He's still the best without this hype meter stuff. This just completely crap. And in case you don't know what it does, it just lets him string his special moves together, which is very stupid. Like, the fact that he can do this is wild. He doesn't even need it, and it's there. It's just there. Like, this character is ridiculous. Let me go ahead and stop for this rant keeps continuing. Oh yeah, oops. I forgot another move too. Like, I can literally keep going, but I don't want this video to be too long. Another plus string I forgot about. Plus 15. Oh my. Oh my gosh, man. This community and this character. I'm gonna lose it. Like, y'all are really downplaying this character. Oh, another one I forgot. His standing is plus 4. Gosh, so that's plus, that's plus, that's plus, that's plus, that's plus, that's plus, and not sure if I did that one. Oh wait, pretty sure that's plus 2. Yep, just plus the character, and this the character y'all choosing to downplay? Like, seriously. But again, let me go ahead and end the video here. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Nickopz out.